evening is Dr. Alexandra-Ileana Mutiu, the Vice Rector of Human Resources Student Support and Development Unit at the Babeș-Bolyai University in Cluj-Napoca. With a distinguished career in academia, she has been instrumental in advancing the university's initiatives in human resources, alumni relations, and career counseling. Dr. Mutiu's extensive experience includes leadership roles with the Faculty of Economic Sciences and Business Administrations, where she's contributed significantly to both educational and administrative excellence. Professor Mutiu, are you joining us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. It's so good to see you all here, and thank you very much, Theodor, for this.
We greatly appreciate you joining us at this late hour and still in the office, as I see in
Yes. I remained in the office because I wanted you to see, even if you cannot see from a very short distance, but behind me, there are the founders of the university in those two pictures that you can see in the back. It's a Babeș, a biologist, and Bolyai, the mathematician, and they are the founders of the modern university. So I'm very happy to be here with you. Thank you very much for the invitation, Theodor. Theodor asked me to talk about how we build the bridges between Romania and United States in relation with the alumni, Babeș-Bolyai University alumni who live in the United States. So considering that this is a very dear part of my work, I was very thrilled to be here with you. And I want to say hi to my friends here, because I see I'm not in a community of foreigners, I'm between friends. So hello Ramona, hello Anna, I can see Marcel here, and another friend from RUF, Romanian United Fund, but I cannot see her here on the screen. But anyway, it's good to be here, and thank you very much for this invitation. I will try to share the presentation. Just give me 1 second. Hopefully you can see it. Can you please confirm me that you can see it? Yeah, thank you very much, Ramona. So this is one of the most rewarding projects we are working in the Babeș-Bolyai University, and I'm very happy I have the opportunity to present our work today. And it's basically how we start to develop the alumni, UBB alumni community in the States. And why we went to the States, why we didn't stay home, because as Maria very clearly presented us previously, we have quite a difficult context, and we have a context where the alumni spirit or the alumni community is not a very well-known concept. I would say rather it doesn't exist, right? So in order to build the community here, we need the help of the alumni who lives in US, because we are doing a lot of research. We know that we should learn from the best, and the best culture that represent alumni very well is the American culture. And you all very well know that the alumni spirit consists of emotional connection and with the university in philanthropical acts and institutional pride. And I believe this through this they can create a lifelong relationship with the university. In contrast, as I mentioned previously, in Europe, we don't put a lot of emphasis on alumni communities. In Europe, we focus more on building professional networks or career utility, but we don't have this feeling related with the university. We are not connected very well with the university. And of course, if this is the average phenomena in Europe, you can imagine that in Eastern Europe, it's less than this, right? So that's why we thought that if we are going to learn from the best, that means to go to the US, right? Try to understand how this spirit can be translated, oceanic, right? And bring this spirit into our country through your help. This will create more value in our society. And that was our hypothesis at the beginning, and I don't want to disclose much until the end, but we had a very good intuition in doing so. So we started, of course, from considering our mission, vision, and values that we have here. And I believe it's our duty to offer very good opportunities for our students, because education doesn't mean only to go into the classroom and teach a lesson and give some marks or some grades to the students. It's about building a community. And since we are in Cluj-Napoca, which is a very vibrant city, right? Exactly how it is stated in our vision, we have this duty of building this very cool community. Probably if you don't know much about Cluj, it's a city that is extremely well appreciated for its vibe, right? And a lot of people are coming here investing in properties, and they want to basically to have the experience of the city. And this gathers a lot of money to the local budget, because a lot of people are spending here, and basically they want to be here in this city. I don't dare to compare Cluj with the New York, but it's something like this, right? So probably not on the same level, but that's the idea. So starting from this, we had our first meeting, and that was in 2023, our first discussion. And this is a screenshot from the meeting we had, the first meeting we had. And you can see there in the picture, you can see George Roth, who helped us from the beginning, and also Dorin Munteanu, and their help was extremely valuable from the beginning. And that was our first meeting that we had in 2023, when we tried to see how can we approach the alumni that are living in the States. And from this one, we formed a founding members board. So basically they were our advisors in our way of building the community. And we were very thrilled that we understood even from the beginning that in our reach, in our aim to build a community, so many people were near us, and they were offered their help, and that was very encouraging because you know that probably remember that generally speaking, Romanians don't trust much in their own capacities, I would say, and they need to be encouraged. And in our attempt, we didn't have much encouragement here on a local level, but we found a lot in the US. So we formed this founding member board in the beginning of this year. So if I look back, what happened, where we were 1 year ago, I would say we had completely zero, right, on this attempt. But after that, you will see that things went quite nicely. And of course, after the meeting, we started to develop some channels that we use for communication, and we created a web page in English for the alumni community in US. We created a group on LinkedIn, and we had even our working group on WhatsApp. So it was quite fun at the beginning. And of course, Romanian United Fund helped us a lot with our actions. And what we've done, basically, we organized in the past, I could say the past year, in this year that ends now, we organized 3 reunions in the States, and the first was in North Carolina. We went there as a representative of the university because we have an executive education with University of North Carolina. So being there, we thought, why not to organize an alumni meeting there? And that was a great opportunity to meet our new friends. And after that, we organized in late autumn these meetings in Chicago and Washington. And we started in our first meeting, as you can see in the photo that's on your left, we started with 12 people, right? So it was a small community, but I wish you were there in the room because even if we didn't know each other from the beginning, we felt that we had a connection, and that connection probably came from the common roots we have. And we had not a very good understanding, that would be very poorly expressed, but we had we had a bonding that cannot be explained normally, but it was an atmosphere of like we knew each other, and we interact very easily, and we were all on the same page. What can we do for the university? And we got a lot of support. But in the second picture on the right, you can see that even if we started with 12 people, we have a lot of people in the second picture, and probably we would have been more than this, but we had a certain number of people we could accommodate. So the physical restriction of the room didn't allow us to receive all of the participants who wanted to be there. But it was they were very good. They were very good meetings, and where we discovered that basically we are not alone in this work in terms of building the alumni community, and we had a lot of satisfactions. After having all discussion with these people. And in Washington, I want to show you this picture. This is a picture of let's say, the people that we awarded for the great help they offered us. And in the middle of the picture, with that photo in his hand, you can see Dorin Munteanu. As I said, he was with us from the beginning, helping us a lot. On the right side, you can see Adrian Duciuc again with the photo in his hand. And Adrian, I've met him in North Carolina, and as a result from our discussions, and we've met even after to discuss different stuff related with alumni in United States. Adrian is an accountant, like I am, and I offered him to co-teach in my masterclass International Business Management. So we will start working together since next spring, which is a very rewarding thing, because bringing the practitioner into the classroom is something, but bringing a person who has experience in a completely different culture, that would be amazing for the students, right? So that was the first thing that we started to develop in order to build professional networks with our alumni in US. On the left side, you can see our dear friend Crina Pupoza rewarded for a very good input she has, because we started the program together, offered to our students. And after I've met her in North Carolina, she immediately ran to me and said, Alexandra, I have an idea, right? And basically she was the visionary person here. And I said, okay, let's hear it. And we implemented the program that I will tell you more about this program in a few minutes, but Crina is also invited in this conference, and she will tell you more about the common project we run together. So we were very happy that we saw so many people that were willing to help us. And even after a short period of time, we were able to start different projects, and we were able to basically build a community. The results after 8 months, right? So if we are looking back, we have a network of about 150 UBB US alumni in the States, whom I met personally. So probably there are other people who would like to join our community, but at least I can count on this number because I've met these persons. We started also an initiative, and Adrian Duciu from North Carolina was the one who suggested to have this, is that dinner with 10 alumni in order to form a community. Of course, dinner is a generic term, so it could be, doesn't matter what, but having a gathering with the alumni, right? So I remember his first dinner with 10 alumni was basically a trip to the mountains with the alumni, which was perfect, right? Because the idea is about networking and knowing us better. I already told you about the co-teaching activities. We started with Adrian, but I'm very sure that we had a lot of other opportunities in the future. Because we ran a lot of discussions, we have partnerships with two universities from US. We are very thrilled about this, and we are still exploring a new executive education with University of Chicago. And I'm very proud to say that after 8 months, we already have 3 chapters in US, and as you can see from the screen, in North Carolina, in Chicago, Illinois, and Washington. And we are very grateful for having this. And I said you previously that Cluj-Napoca came to us and had this idea of running a mentorship program, and we already completed that project. And I want just to give you a few insights about this project, which was considered by both the mentors and the mentees to be a very good one. It was run as a pilot project. We accepted only few numbers of people in this project because we want to make sure that everything will be at the excellency level, right? And we will be able to face all the problems that can appear. And I could say that we worked together with Cluj-Napoca a lot for building this program, but after we saw the feedback from the mentors and the feedback from the students at the end of the program, we were sure that we need to continue to run. But it's not only running it for the second time. We want to scale this project, and we will scale it at the university level. Of course, if we will be able to find mentors that will be engaged in this program, hopefully we will, right? And I received another proposition related with this project, which I will be more than thrilled to discuss with Ramona. Okay, what can we do next related with this one? So if I'm looking back at the initial hypotheses we had, that if we can take the support from the UBB alumni that lives in US and bring their knowledge, let's say in the form of this project, this program, UBB Career Insights that we already finished, if we will bring this into our culture, we will definitely be able to impact in a very good way, in a very good sense, the society here. And just one feedback I want to share with you that I received from the students at the end of the program was run online, but at the end of the program, we invited the students here in this fantastic room where I'm in right now, and we discussed about how was the project, what's your feedback, and so on. And they were very happy that they went through this program. They had a lot of insights and things that they didn't think about to consider related with their career. But at the end, they said the thing that really impressed me. And they said, okay, and now the program is finished, right? We can talk to the mentors, of course, if we want. So they are available for us. But what's next? What will happen with us as a community? So in that moment, I realized that even the program was done, was let's say finished, right? They still want to be engaged in a way or another. So that's why I proposed, okay, so let's have a dinner together, and in January after the holidays. And they were very interested. Yes, of course we will. And we decided to form a club for the students because they like I could say, they learn new things or things they couldn't dare to think that they are capable of, and they still want to maintain that not necessarily that atmosphere, but that feeling with them in the future. So I believe we can help them in this way. And of course, we had a lot of challenges, right? But I believe that if we are determined to do something, there is a way. Right? Because as Maria said previously, right, the situation, consider the context, the Romanian context is not a favorable one for, I don't know, developing new stuff, but still, right? Still, we felt that it has to be a resource somewhere, right? I mean, there is a way, right?
That can-do attitude certainly goes a long way. And not just for the students, but your great small steps in reaching out through the chapters already have reverberations. There are a number of questions from other UBB alumni who would like to join in, not just from the DC area. You can see them on the chat as well. And this is really the beginning of a journey. And what UBB is doing is what all the consortium of universities should be doing. And you are basically the leaders in this, the first to do it. Yes, thank you for and we'll have Krina presenting tomorrow, so we'll have more time for this, and maybe she will even answer some of the questions that we have today in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us so late at night in Romania. It's been a pleasure. I was part of the program, so I'm quite biased, but there are others wishing to join on the side, and they would love to connect with you directly and have this opportunity to discuss about opportunities for them to be engaged with their alma mater, with their as alumni, and support the young talent in Romania. Thank you so much. We will